Thank you very much for joining me on this Friday. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields, watching two areas in particular. Heavy rain has worked into Nicaragua. That was that tropical disturbance we were watching throughout the week. And watching this area here, Suriname, Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, I want to highlight us. We're going to see a surge of rain moving in. I'm hoping it's not a repeat of last December where we had the historic floods, but I'm seeing some signs of increased rain. So that is something to be watching out for over the next 2 weeks. We're going to see a very active pattern, and it starts now. We're going to see these surges of rain working in. It's not going to be anything organized, but it could lead to some at least isolated areas of flooding. So we'll see how it goes over the next 2 to about 3 weeks as far as this is concerned. So again, here's the area. Here's Trinidad and Tobago, watching near Grenada, St. Vincent the Grenadines, Guyana and Suriname. The rain chance will be picking up over the next 2 days. And then some of the extra rain here, again, still watching out for the possibility of flooding in Nicaragua, especially as some of this hits the higher terrain throughout the day. Elsewhere, some spotty showers and storms. This is our Saturday, but you see some of the rain here near Trinidad, northeastern Venezuela, Guyana, the higher chance of rain. So we're starting to see that trend. I'll show you those rain totals in a second. They're going to be very high over the next few days. That'll lead to some flooding. And again, watching some of that rain that's been pulling back from the Gulf of Mexico into Florida. As we work our way into Sunday, not a whole lot of action. It starts to cut off, but still here you see some of the spotty showers and storms, and that's going to be the concern going forward. Look at the rain totals, and then I want to zoom you down in just a second. You see this brighter color here. That's over 100 millimeters of rain, up to about 150 millimeters of rain. That's 4 to 6 inches of rain just over the next 3 days. So we're going to see some areas of flooding. Northeastern Venezuela and Guyana. Trinidad and Tobago, we are right on the edge of it, so we'll see how close this gets. You see again, here's Port of Spain, for example. Look at this white shading. That would be some flooding rain, so a heads up. Thank you for spreading the word about this. Again, going forward through the end of November into December, it's going to be active, watching the rain and the possibility of flooding once again. Here's that disturbance riding back through the Gulf of Mexico on the bigger picture. That'll bring some periods of rain to parts of Florida and even back toward Bermuda. I'll get to that in the forecast. And look at this spin out here. Here's the Azores. Again, it's not looking like that's becoming a named system at this point, but you can see it here. It will bring some tropical storm-like conditions to the Azores. So we've got one front working through here, watching over toward Trinidad here, and here's that spin that's moving in, just to kind of give you a big picture look at what's happening. No named systems. I'm not seeing anything like that as we round out the hurricane season at this point. Going forward into tomorrow, we'll see some of the heaviest weather later tomorrow starting to work in near the Azores, some gusty winds, especially in the western islands. So watching out for the gusty winds, tropical storm conditions, and then pulling forward as we work our way into Sunday. You see the time frame there. This is by Sunday. Some of this action starting to pull away from the Azores, and watching this here as we work our way back toward the United States. Another front that's going to bring another cold outbreak. And the fronts are something I'm going to be watching, because as these fronts start to work in, that'll eventually bring us some of the Christmas winds across parts of the Caribbean. We'll eventually get the wind shifts as these fronts start to dive down a bit farther to the south. That'll be something to watch over the next couple of weeks. Now, tropical waves as a whole have cut off. Starting in really May all the way through now, we've had these tropical waves that have been moving across the Atlantic. You get about 55 to 65 every hurricane season. Again, even before the hurricane season starts, you get some of those. But again, that season is really cutting off, and I'm not seeing any signs of development, any spin-ups from these fronts we've had. So you see the rain chance staying elevated. Trinidad and Tobago through the weekend, at least a 50% chance, but southern zones more, and that's where we'll see the higher chance of some rain. So not as much in Tobago, a little bit more so southern Trinidad, where we've had a history of flooding over the last year or two. Grenada, rain chance about 40% as we work our way into the weekend, bumping up a notch by Sunday. St. Vincent the Grenadines, a 40% chance, a 20% chance in St. Lucia. St. Lucia, working our way toward Barbados, rain chance not super high. We may catch a passing shower. Barbados, a 30% chance today. Only a 10% chance in Martinique. And you see the rain chance staying limited in Dominica, a 20% chance through the weekend. Guadeloupe, a 20% chance through the weekend. 20% chance today. Antigua and Barbuda, we may catch a shower moving by, a 20% chance. St. Kitts and Nevis and Montserrat, holding on to an isolated shower. Anguilla and St. Bart's, it would be a passing variety. St. Martin, Saba, Statia, same thing, 20% chance. About a 30% chance this weekend in Puerto Rico. An isolated shower. Could get a rumble of thunder. U.S. and British Virgin Islands slightly higher. We do need to get some rain. It's nothing widespread, but a 30 to 40% chance the next 2 days. 30 to 40% chance across the DR. Haiti, we're mainly on the dry side. Rain chance very limited the next 3 days. Now, Jamaica, spotty shower storm tomorrow. We're up to about a 40% chance, a 30% chance as we work our way across the Cayman Islands. 30% chance this weekend in the Bahamas. Watching those fronts, have a lot of extra clouds, northern Bahamas at times. Cuba, rain chances limited, a 20% chance, and just a 10% chance in the Turks and Caicos. Rain chance gets higher tomorrow in Belize, so watching out for a better chance of scattered showers and storms this weekend across Belize. Aruba, we could get a passing shower. 30% chance tomorrow in Curacao. Even Bonaire, about a 20 to 30% chance, nothing widespread. Bermuda, again, just watching these fronts. We get a day where we get some showers. We get a dry day, could get some more showers. 40% chance for today. 30 to 40% chance the next couple days across the Yucatan of Mexico. A 60% chance in Costa Rica for today. And as we work our way back toward northern Venezuela as a whole, a 20% chance. But again, northeastern Venezuela, we're looking at a 50 to 60% chance of rain. So again, location, everything with that. Guyana, you see that rain chance on the higher side. We're going to start to get some areas of flooding. Let me know in the comments. Same thing in Suriname. Rain chances bumping up, and that's what we'll be watching over the next 2 to 3 weeks. So that surge of rain near Trinidad, increased rain as well. Guyana and Suriname. Nicaragua today, watching out for those areas of flooding as that old tropical disturbance tries to wind down. And watching the Azores this weekend for some tropical storm-like conditions moving in. Just 6 days left in the hurricane season, so we're kind of switching into watching out for these areas of flooding and waiting on those fronts to move in, and it will be active with that El Nino winter headed our way. I'll keep you posted. Have a good rest of your day.